And we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the S&M Podcast. Whether you're listening to the podcast or live via Facebook or a little bit later on in YouTube, my name is Jerky Jack, and right beside me, as always,
I'm
that's
your
Charlie
boy,
Jacks.
Charlie Jacks, yeah.
Alright. Last week, we don't have any episode due to some scheduling problems, but right now, we made sure that even if it's already 1:30ish in the morning,
We're kind of drunk.
we are recording this live right now via YouTube and later via Facebook rather, and a little bit later on YouTube this one will be uploaded. Well, the reason why we have an episode right now is because we do have a lot of things to discuss. Number one,
The brand split.
the brand
The main
split
issue.
for WWE, the brand split. Number two, the Extreme Rules review.
The Raw recap.
Raw recap, that's number three. And the thing that happened earlier, the Cleveland Cavaliers of the NBA.
And if I may add, the Dean Ambrose of the Philippines, Baron Geisler, shout out to you, man.
Mahal kita.
Pero pabigwas ako, isa lang.
That's so fucked up, man.
Yeah. He really looks like Dean Ambrose, man.
Well, it's because
With
of
the hair.
I think it is because of the attitude.
He's a psychotic dude. And he loves to fight.
Well, that's Finley.
Yeah.
The man who loves to fight, that's Finley.
So, first things first, we have to discuss about the main reason about the rumors that the SmackDown brand and the Raw brand is gonna go in a separate ways.
It's actually not a rumor anymore.
It's
because
confirmed.
it's confirmed by the WWE headquarters
And it was announced by the siblings, the McMahon siblings.
that they will undergo a brand split. Actually, it's not called technically a brand split. It's a
Yeah.
separation of roster.
So what's the difference you think way back 14 years ago, 2002, when the first brand split came, and then there's the draft? What do you think is gonna be the difference this time?
Well, the difference before is that they have an influx of talent way back then.
Overflowing talent.
Overflowing talent. SmackDown, as we have discussed on a previous episode, they do have a SmackDown 6, wherein all of the 6 superstars of WWE and the SmackDown brand alone became world champion eventually.
Oh
So
my
that's how deep the current or the previous roster was.
And what about the title? Are they going to bring back the big gold belt, or are they going to have that some kind of uniform belt?
I don't think so. For me, well, my idea is to have just like the old NWA days, wherein there is one
Championship belt
championship belt, and it got defended
on two
per,
brand.
per territory.
Okay, so
So just
you're-
imagine,
you're telling me that there's going to be one champion alone?
there's going to be one champion. It doesn't make sense to
If
bring
there's
back
two,
the
yeah,
to
because they
bring back-
already unified that
exactly
4 years ago.
they got the big gold belt and the WWE Championship unified to become the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So it doesn't make any sense at all to have two championships.
Yeah, I may agree to that. And another concern to the brand split, who do you think will manage SmackDown and Raw? Will it be Shane? Will it be Stephanie? Who's your bet?
Well, I think with the current status of the WWE, I think Shane McMahon will go to the SmackDown brand and Stephanie will go to Raw.
But Stephanie is always imposing that she managed SmackDown already way back 14 years ago. Is that right? I have checked out their video, and I think they're already fighting for SmackDown.
Well, first of all, Raw is still the prime time.
Yeah.
Raw is the main brand.
The longest reigning
long-
episodic weekly television show.
Exactly. It's 15
History.
years and running.
Yeah.
They are on 1,000 episode. So, the one who will be handling or will be the general manager of Raw will be the main brand. Raw will still be the
Stephanie.
main brand. SmackDown will remain...
The billionaire princess.
SmackDown will remain the B show.
Yeah.
But according to Paul Heyman,
the B show.
well, according to Paul Heyman,
Yes.
this is when I watched the Ladies and Gentlemen, the Paul Heyman story. According to Paul Heyman, it's not only WCW who defeated Monday Night Raw in the ratings.
EC, who else? EC fucking
It's not EC
W?
fucking W.
who?
It's SmackDown.
Okay.
They got kicked in the arse
Yeah, I
by
think,
SmackDown.
and I think
for-
the bragging rights pay-per-view, if I may add, Raw never won a trophy. 2 years in a row, they were defeated by SmackDown. But according to reviews, they are just implementing that to have a supremacy on SmackDown brand. Because they're used to that the Raw is the main brand, the brand A of the WWE.
Exactly. That's the main reason as to why during bragging rights, 2 consecutive years of bragging rights, all the SmackDown brand won all the contests.
And passing by the brand split, if I may add, Seth fucking Rollins returned. That's your guy.
Yeah, that's my guy. I was about to wear this the Seth Rollins t-shirt, but I cannot see it in my wardrobe.
What's your comment about this promo? I think he's gonna do a face promo, but then he turned heel again.
He is technically a heel. They wanted to have, again, the guy...
Yeah, I think that's their last shot to make Roman Reigns baby face.
Yeah, the guy will still be the face of the company for X number of years. So...
I think the fans are gonna cheer Seth Rollins.
Exactly.
No matter what.
Just like what happened to the club.
Yeah.
The Usos are playing the face during their match.
But the crowd is booing them.
The crowd is
all
booing
night
them.
long.
Well, the reason behind that is
Because
of course,
they're Roman Reigns.
they're Roman
The
Reigns' cousin,
bloodline.
the bloodline, right?
Just like us. The
The
bloodlines.
cousins.
Yeah.
So, no, and also in addition to that, with the talent that Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows have, you know, the crowd will be cheering for them no matter what.
And if I may add, bro, the Bullet Club, or should I say the club, they already parted ways back in the Monday Night Raw, and then I think Finn Balor is gonna debut a couple of weeks or maybe sooner or later to have a feud with AJ Styles.
John Cena will come back next Monday, so I don't think a Balor introduction to the main roster is possible.
So what
for
do
the
you
next
think
week.
is going to be the plans for the club? Or are they going to be another, another jobbers?
I
Jabroni!
I think they will wait up until SummerSlam.
Oh, that's
And
way too long.
No, SummerSlam will
After Money in the Bank.
after Money in the Bank. So
But the hype, sayang.
well, that's how they plan. They plan
Yeah.
always a year in advance. So I'm pretty much sure that Finn Balor will debut in the main roster not up until SummerSlam.
I think.
Place your money on that.
I hope they feud with AJ Styles. I think it's gonna be a good feud. The original founder of the Bullet Club will face the second, or I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the third leader
of
AJ
it.
Styles. And I think it's gonna be an awesome fight.
That will be a good fight. That
Yeah.
will be a good wrestling match. Considering that Finn Balor has been, in the NXT for X number of years, and AJ Styles, as you can see, he is he's well.
I think that's kind of a burying AJ Styles in a simple way.
Let's have that discussion when we already have the Extreme Rules.
Okay,
recap.
I'm sorry. So how about just this Monday? They already have a qualifying match for the Money in the
For
Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Who's your bet? Gonna win that match?
AJ Styles lost.
Yeah, that's my bet too. AJ Styles. AJ Styles is my man, the phenomenal. Who's your bet? Cesaro, Owens, who else? Jericho.
Why
Jericho. And who else? Zayn? Is Zayn included?
Well, Dean Ambrose already won the qualifier.
Okay.
So I am not really leaning towards that direction. But if you wanted to have 3 consecutive WrestleManias with the former Shield members,
Yeah,
You
I'm
know-
going for Dean Ambrose.
main eventing WrestleMania.
I hope they main event WrestleMania 33. Those
That-
3 Shield boys.
That's my freaking problem. It is because 2 years ago, who main evented WrestleMania. It is Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
And then Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins cashed in.
Yeah.
On this year's WrestleMania, Roman Reigns.
Unfortunately, Roman Reigns won.
Against
match.
Triple H, the game Triple H, and then
it's raining booze, by the way.
just like booze.
Yeah.
Booze. And this year's
I hope
Money in
Dean
the Bank.
Ambrose win this one. He's the top babyface that's been lacking of push lately.
Well, if you lost 3 consecutive main events or 3 consecutive pay-per-views, I think that's a really,
It's a really big deal.
You've been buried.
Yeah. And if we may go to Extreme Rules, I think that's a great pay-per-view. The match, yeah.
Well, the pay-per-view itself, I think it is great.
If you're gonna rate it from 1 to 10, what number?
7.
7. I think they're slowly turning again to PG-14.
I also think so. Would you like to discuss the pay-per-view match per match?
Mm-hmm.
First match.
The Usos and the Club. I think it's a really great match. But I knew
finally the club got a win in the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but my prediction, they will actually win because AJ Styles will lose the match later that night.
So that
that's a prediction.
All my money's also in the club.
And then the United States Championship match between Rusev is a fucking monster.
Kalisto and Rusev.
Yeah, Kalisto's like a pretzel stretch in half. And I hope, and it's good that Rusev won.
But the problem is, John Cena will return next Monday.
And Rusev
will become a transitional champion.
Rusev Machka? Is that right?
I don't even know what
I don't know the language.
theme song is. It's a Russian.
And by the way, the match of the night, the 5-star match, is the Intercontinental Fatal 4-Way
Championship.
Yeah, second after second, pinfall after pinfall, kick out after kick out.
Well, you see, what's the first move on that match? It's a Helluva Kick.
Helluva Kick. And then, what comes next? An uppercut from Cesaro to The Miz. I've already watched that match 4 times and it never gets old.
Yeah, I'm subscribed to WWR. We can watch it now if you want.
Yeah, but that I think it's gonna be one of
match.
the 5-star
match of the night. That's a match of the year.
But unfortunately, The Miz won. And I really hate that guy, that fucking Miz guy. They always giving him that push.
He's awesome.
But he has done a great job being a heel, and fans really hate him. And that's great.
He is doing really a good job on his current role. We can't complain about it.
Yeah. He's awesome.
If you have a wife like Maryse, you get a push. Okay?
And what's next?
Just like John Cena.
Brie Bella. Nikki, if I may correct. Oh my god, what happened?
Yeah, I just got a notification, but they're still live.
What about the women's championship match between Charlotte and Natalya?
That's the reason boring. That's the reason why I gave the entire pay-per-view a 7. It's because of that match.
Yeah, it's pretty boring.
It doesn't have a story. Again,
Dana Brooks.
The story revolves around Ric Flair, who is not allowed in the ringside and not even involved in the match.
But I think good thing that Charlotte kicked out Ric Flair from this past Raw, and I think it's gonna give her a pretty big push. As a heel women's champion.
The separation between Charlotte and Ric Flair.
That's a great move.
It's a great move, but it's long overdue. It should have happened a long time ago.
Way back WrestleMania.
A long time ago. I don't think Monday Night Raw is the right time to separate the father and the daughter, and the promo. The promo lasted for 12 minutes, and it should have lasted for 8 minutes only.
Yeah.
It's having that's the main problem of Raw, having 3 hours. You have to stretch all the segments, and the promo between Ric Flair
cried.
And Charlotte.
He cried like it's his retirement way back.
It's really awkward.
Yeah. And what about the championship match at Extreme Rules? The last match. Are you gonna rate it 7 again?
It's it's Payback 2.0.
Yeah. Just like Adam Blampede, shout out to whatculture.com.
What culture?
Yeah. Big
That's-
fan, big fan.
Big fan too.
Yeah. It's
Yo,
Payback.
Speaking, before we proceed with our
yeah?
Extreme Rules review, Adam Pacitti is back.
Yeah.
He cashed,
Adam.
he cashed in his What Culture Money in the Bank against the newly the new What Culture Heavyweight Champion Adam Blampede.
And I think speaking of What Culture, they are going to have a wrestling promotion
That's
for the
kudos,
indie.
kudos to them for having a
Cheers to
wrestling
you guys. We're going
promotion.
to support you all the way to the top.
What Culture Wrestling
Yeah.
promotion. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Adam, and that bald guy who looks like the son of Goldberg and Ryback. I
And
forgot his
Jack
name.
the Jobber.
Yeah. Good job, guys. And speaking of the main event, yeah, AJ Styles and Roman Reigns. It's a swing by swing match, and if I'm gonna rate it, it's gonna be 6 for me, and for you.
I'm giving it a
6.
7. I'm giving it a 7.
But at the end of the match, I thought it was over. I was going to change the channel, but then Seth Rollins came.
You're about to change the channel. I'm watching it live in the WWE Network.
I'm sorry, I don't have a
for
network.
$9.99.
Shout out to WWE Network, but I'm a poor guy. I don't have a network. I only watch at Fox. Shout out to Fox and to the wrestling gods.
You know, one person who is very interested in the main event.
Who's that kid? Who's that kid? Who's that kid? If I may.
My 6-year-old son.
Penny.
What can you say about the main event of Elimination Chamber? Or
Extreme Rules. AJ, he loves AJ. Oh,
AJ Styles and Roman Reigns.
he's shy. But by the way, the three of us, we're gonna see you live at the WWE Live in Manila. Ringside, by the way.
Book it.
Yeah, grab your tickets June 3 because I bet your ass it's gonna last like an hour or a day because it's gonna sold out early.
Well, I'm pretty much sure the tickets will be sold out
Yeah.
in a day.
I hope, by the way, because of the issue about the brand split, I hope the good roster will come here. Like, the New Day!
But one thing that I admire about WWE is that
Yes.
whatever they have promoted, it always happened.
Yeah.
So if on the poster it has
King!
it has KO, it has the New Day,
Sasha Banks, my love. I love you, Sasha.
it has Roman Reigns.
Boo. It has AJ Styles. Yay! And
Whatever
who
they
else?
have promoted,
Yeah.
WWE, whatever they have promoted, I'm pretty much
You're
sure.
gonna make it a better. But if I will be the boss, I want to see Enzo and Big Cass. I want to see the New Day. I want to see AJ Styles. I want to boo Roman Reigns live.
But according to Botchmania,
Yeah.
every time that you boo
Another superstar, you're gonna get
Roman
fired.
Reigns, another superstar is gonna get fired.
Yeah, too bad. So are we gonna boo Roman or not? It's the Philippines. We can do whatever we fucking want. It's a free country.
Yes, it is.
And I bet the crowd is gonna boo Roman Reigns.
I'm pretty much excited on
And
what.
Seth Rollins, I hope he's included in the roster.
Well, I do hope
And
too.
John Cena, I hope.
He is not on the poster.
Maybe.
Well, we haven't seen the official poster yet,
Yes.
so let's
get our hopes high, people.
And the event is called a WWE Live, so it means it's the entire WWE. Because
I wish.
back then, when it's not yet Super Show, remember,
Yeah. SmackDown and ECW came here in a different brand. And then, way back 2009, is that correct?
2006 and 2009.
2006, it's SmackDown and Raw and a different. But it was a 2-day event.
It was.
Friday and Saturday. But
It was.
we weren't there, so too bad. So we're not gonna miss this chance to see you guys at September 3? 9.
No, it's September 9th.
9, okay. It's a Friday night. Friday night SmackDown.
Shoutouts to Jep, who's watching right now.
Yeah. And then we already discussed the brand split, the Raw recap, the Extreme Rules, the WWE Live in Manila. Why won't you discuss the game in the NBA, the Raptors, Cavs?
Raptors got dismantled in their own home floor
Too
by the
bad.
Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland Cavaliers is waiting now, again in the finals, waiting for the Western Conference Championship to finish. It's between the OKC Thunder and the GSW or
So who's
Golden
your
State
bet?
Warriors. Well, my money is still on the Warriors. I don't have any money to bet in the finals if the Warriors will lose on this on the series. But it's it's the year of the history. Out of 245 or 43 series in the NBA that is down 3-1, only nine out of 243 has successfully came back from a 3-1 deficit.
Speaking of some fights, why don't we talk about CM Punk in the UFC? It's been 2 years.
CM Punk is undefeated.
I was laughing when I saw your post. 2 years undefeated in the UFC without any fight. Makes sense, right?
It does make sense because he doesn't have any fight.
He's undefeated. Do you think he will be able to fight UFC, or what's plans for him? What's the plan?
It is because of the training injuries that CM Punk had.
He has a sparring 16 times and he lost 15 of that fight.
Well, he's 36 years old.
Yeah.
What do you expect? Doesn't have any MMA background, though he's I think the yellow belt in Jiu-Jitsu in BJJ.
If I may add, I think he is the most overprotected UFC fighter has ever came. What about Dan Severn, Ken Shamrock, Brock Lesnar? They have both crossed the line between professional wrestling and ultimate fighting, and they've won.
It is because Dan Severn and Ken Shamrock is an MMA fighter before.
They were the OG of the MMA.
Yeah, I've watched the very
Yeah,
first
Dan
UFC.
Severn is a champion in the UFC and he's fighting in the WWE. He's also a champion.
Yep, and an NWA champion too.
Yeah, what a guy. But he
got
has
buried.
no mic skills, so he got buried. But he's a good fighter. And Ken Shamrock, the old school, the enforcer of the
Of the Ministry of Darkness.
No.
Corporate
Corporate,
ministry.
yeah.
That's fucked
And
up.
then I wish all the best to CM Punk. I hope you fight Phil Brooks. And
You've got a comment from Jeff. CM Punk, the Baron Geisler of UFC.
Shane Dirty without daddy. Yeah, and are you going to attend the fight between Baron Geisler and what's the name of that guy? Mark, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's Mark. Have you seen the video that I shared?
I saw the video. He got punched in the face.
But he really looks like Dean Ambrose though. The Baron. I kinda like that dude. The Dean Ambrose. The lunatic fringe of the Philippines. So that's it.
We haven't talked about the Y2J versus
Oh yeah,
Dean
yeah.
Ambrose
If I may
match.
add, they're slowly getting back to the PG-14 era. And
and my son is telling me not to discuss it.
Why?
You watched the show earlier.
And it's for a 6 years old. For a 6 years old child, it's way pretty much brutal. The thumbtacks, the barbed wire. I thought it's going to be another props, just like WrestleMania. They didn't even use the barbed wire with the Dean Ambrose and Brock Lesnar match.
Yes, they did not use it.
But we're talking about Chris Jericho,
Y2J.
an ECW legend, a former hardcore champion. What else you can expect? He's a tough guy, a rock star.
You stupid idiot!
Yeah, he is a rock star, a legitimate rock star with a badass attitude and a hardcore body. The thumbtacks at the back. If you still wrestling is fake, ask Y2J, and he's gonna shout at your face.
You stupid idiot!
Yeah. So that's it. We've already discussed that. What about the super fight? Is that confirmed? I saw your share.
I think it is. I think it is.
The fight between Floyd Money Mayweather and Conor McGregor.
The Notorious. I think it is.
So I think it's gonna be a great match.
Again, if it's not documented, it didn't happen. So we're still waiting for. I am just waiting for.
And if I may add, I really like this background. It looks like we're in a
wrestling
ring. Yeah, a rope from the ECW, the yellow ropes. You know that? Yeah. So that's it, guys. Pretty much we discussed all the past action. And if I may add, in the music industry, Billboard's Music Awards.
When is it happening?
2 weeks away. And Blink 182 just released another new album entitled What? Blink
What?
Yeah, what?
What?
Blink 182, one of our childhood heroes from punk rock era. You know that? So here's your holiday. Yeah,
Plays
I
again
love
for
that.
the kids.
Yeah, Travis and the trio got back together. I think it was awesome. And that's it. Are you gonna add anything?
How about Rage Against the Machine?
Oh, the R80 fucking M. Are they going to make another? I think they're going to celebrate their 20 years anniversary in the music industry. Is that correct?
I cannot recall.
I think
but
that's it.
most
That's
likely.
it.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Well, you know, just I know this joke is bad, but you know who is Rage Against the Machine?
Who? Oh.
Bong Bong Marcos.
Why?
He's Rage Against Picos Machine.
Fuck.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, let's not make this about the. By the way, Lenny Robredo won in.
Let's not go to that direction.
Sorry. But I got carried away. Bong Bong is my dude.
Bong Bong is your dude.
Yeah, I voted for him. And I think that's it. Are you gonna add another topic or?
I think that should do it for tonight's show.
Goodbye, good night, everyone, and happy fiesta to Lucena City. We're here at our hometown, Lucena City.
As always,
Studio apartment. The worst called Cabana impersonation. Yeah.
all right.